Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear. Highest necks on the cloud, hammer in the air. Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega. And off scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke all the steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air?
Hi, am I on the air?
Oh, yeah. Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome to the greatest entertainment show podcast on the internet. This is Am I on the Air? I am your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. This is once again your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest in entertainment news, TV, movies, reviews, the whole nine. We got you covered here. Everything going down. From casting announcements to shows being canceled to shows being renewed to pilots. Like I said, movie reviews, it's all right here. Am I on the Air? This is season 14. Tonight is episode 7. And our episode tonight is titled, You Shouldn't Have Come Here. And that correlates, of course, with our big movie review of the week, which will be Kong Skull Island, the #1 movie in the world. So, before I get started, I need to do a little bit of a shout out. So, it's been a little over a week since the last Am I on the Air. We did our last episode, Hurt, about 9 days ago, 10 days ago. The reason why I waited a couple extra days is because we dropped a very special surprise episode for you guys, and that was the Am I Still on the Air Logan spoiler review. So we dropped that this past Friday, so I wanted to give all the episodes, the last Am I on the Air, the Am I Still on the Air Logan episode, enough breathing room, so to speak, before we decided to drop this episode here of Am I on the Air to get you caught up on everything. So, it's never good to just drop episode after episode. Things get lost in the shuffle, lost in the mix. And I don't like things that get lost in the mix. I put a lot of energy, I put a lot of time into these shows, and I don't want anything to get sidetracked. So I always try to give you guys a little bit of breathing room. So it is a Wednesday night right now, recording live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios. It is March 15th, and ready to rock and roll. So once again, check out the Am I Still on the Air episode. If you don't know, if you're like saying like, what the hell is he talking about? Am I Still on the Air? Am I Still on the Air is a spin-off show that I do from time to time. And it basically is a specialized episode based upon one topic. Whether it be, hey, we're talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or we're talking about the DC Universe, or we're talking about most anticipated movies of the year, or summer movie countdown, whatever the case may be. But one of the biggest things we do on Am I Still on the Air are spoiler reviews. We try to get together. I always usually have a guest with me, and we break down usually spoiler reviews, because as you know, when I review movies on this show, I always stay spoiler free for you guys. So sometimes a really big movie comes out and we want to talk about it in detail. That's where Am I Still on the Air is going to come into play. You can listen to all of the Am I Still on the Air episodes on our webpage, which is amiontheair.com. They're also available on reddragonsradio.com. And of course, they're still a part of our same RSS feed that you can listen to if you subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Google Play Music. It's available on all of those. So you never have to worry about missing it, but definitely keep an eye out for it, because we don't do them super often. This was the second one we've done this year so far. Back in January, we did do the most anticipated movies of 2017. But this year, we wanted to break down Logan. I was joined by Geeky Pat. He came on with me, and we basically, for about an hour and a half, just dug into Logan, man. All the things we loved, some of the things we didn't, and basically our overall thoughts on it. So, if you really want to hear the movie broken down in detail, definitely check out the Am I Still on the Air Logan spoiler review. That's available on the page right now. Okay, so now that that little piece of marketing is out the way and self-promotion, let's get into this week's show. And as always, we start off with our movie review of the week. So I'm reviewing Kong Skull Island. This here, big action movie, debuting, really great cast, man. You got Nick Fury, we had Miss Marvel, we had Loki, we had one of the Nova Corp guards from Guardians of the Galaxy. We had one of the actors from Agent Carter. We had Dr. Dre. We had Eazy-E. Really big cast in this movie. Which could be a Marvel movie in another universe with how many people were in this damn thing. But now, seriously, I mean, you got Samuel L. Jackson, you got John Goodman. Another one we had was Dr. Doom, Toby Kebbell himself, from the failed Fantastic Four that came out a couple years ago. Lots of people. So let me get back to it. So the real cast here: John Goodman, Samuel L. Jackson, Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly, Toby Kebbell. Like I said, just a really big cast. Basically, it takes place in the 70s. They find this mysterious island that's just in the middle. Like, there's this big storm cloud, and they map it, and they see that there's this hidden island. So they go to it, trying to see what will they find. And man, do they find some stuff, because the second they hit this island, there's motherfucking King Kong standing like 100 feet tall, just bashing, and he destroys several helicopters. I mean, it goes balls to the wall right out the gate, and this movie doesn't let up, man. I mean, the action is incredible in this thing. All of the skull crawlers, which John C. Reilly calls them, all the other beasts on the island are incredible. You got giant spiders, you got crazy winged things, you got like just demonic kind of crawly creatures, you have like a giant octopus. I mean, there's a lot of crazy shit in this movie, but it's all awesome, and Kong kicks some serious ass in this thing. This is not your mother's King Kong right here. He stands upright, he's massive, and he is the true king of the jungle. The biggest complaints that a lot of people are giving this movie is like, oh, they don't really flush out the characters too well, and there's not a lot for them to do, and they're kind of, one-dimensional. My response to that: who gives a shit? To be honest, who gives a shit? This is a King Kong movie, and for the most part, that's all anybody cares about, is King Kong. Show me King Kong, show me some kicking ass and some great action. The humans and all of that aspect of it, I could care less. Just being honest. They were fine. We had a good enough cast. They got us from A to Z. All that really mattered was King Kong and the brutality that he brought. And this movie brought it. So, like I said, this is why I like to think of myself as a more down-to-earth movie reviewer, because I try to review movies based on what the average movie-going public would do, rather than the over-analyzing critics that are out there that try to judge everything in a movie. Sometimes, I talk about this all the time, you just need to shut off your damn brain, grab a bucket of popcorn, grab a soda, and just enjoy a movie for what it is. And that's what Kong Skull Island is. It is just a fun thrill ride that just kills it. Now, the even more exciting part here is that it is another chapter in a new shared universe that they're putting together with Godzilla. Now, we know we got that Godzilla movie back in 2014. That is a part of this universe. Now, to kind of insert Kong into it, the Kong Skull Island movie that just came out takes place in the 70s. But there is an after credit scene. I won't spoil it for you, but definitely stay after the credits. It does kind of help piece the pieces together to where we're going. Now, in a couple years, we're going to get Godzilla 2. And I think that's going to bridge the gap a little bit more. And then in 2020, we're getting Kong versus Godzilla. That movie is going to be insane. And I don't know who I want to root for, because Godzilla was pretty badass in that movie. But after seeing Kong, I'm almost leaning towards the Kong side of things, because he was pretty damn awesome. So this was, like I said, a fun thrill ride. If you like a good popcorn action movie, this feels like a summer blockbuster. Definitely go check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. I gave Kong Skull Island 4 out of 5 stars. Or as some people like to say, 4 out of 5 Don Megas. So I definitely recommend it and say go check it out. So there's your movie review of the week. Now let's shift gears. Let's get into the news and get you caught up for the last week or so's worth of entertainment news. Kicking things off, there's been talks ever since How I Met Your Mother ended that they were going to do a spin-off show called How I Met Your Father. Now this was supposed to come out last year, and then it got delayed. Then all of a sudden talks started happening again that they were back on track and they're going to start doing it again. Well, sorry, it's been delayed once again, as the writers of the show have just been hired to help out on the TV show This Is Us, which I love. This Is Us is one of the greatest shows on television right now. So good for them that they're getting a gig on one of the most popular shows on television. The downside is that we're not going to get How I Met Your Father anytime soon. So I was a big fan of How I Met Your Mother. I was looking forward to a possible spinoff in this vein, but I guess we'll eventually get there. It was revealed that Bill Paxton's death, we didn't know really anything about it, but it was revealed that he had a stroke after going through some heart surgery. He supposedly had a heart condition for most of his life, and he had to go get some heart surgery, and while they were doing the surgery, he had a stroke, and unfortunately he passed from the stroke. So very sad news here on Bill Paxton. Once again, our thoughts and prayers are still out to his friends and family in this dark time. Steven Spielberg is set to direct Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep in a new movie called The Post. And news came out the other day that they're actually fast-tracking this thing. They want to get it done and out for the next Oscars. So supposedly everybody's clearing their schedules, they're getting everything lined up, and they're just going to jump into production on this thing. So look for The Post to be out by the end of the year, supposedly, if they can actually pull this thing off. We have the first teaser trailers for Fargo Season 3 that you can check out. There's been a lot of rumors going around that Nathan Fillion might be Cable for Deadpool 2, and supposedly Fox and Ryan Reynolds and everybody's saying no, Nathan Fillion is just a rumor, it's nothing really more. But this speculation all started with the little short that played in front of Logan. There was Firefly posters and all kinds of stuff around the set of that thing, which got everybody speculating. But I think a lot of people forget that his girlfriend from the first movie was on Firefly, so I think that was maybe the connection and people were overthinking it. But just saying. Margot Robbie is attached to star in the Robin Hood spinoff Marianne. You know how I feel about Robin Hood. I'm just going to leave that there. The Beauty and the Beast tracking is going through the roof, and they're saying it is the fastest selling family film ever, and that pre-sale tickets are rivaling those of a superhero movie. So pretty crazy, man. I know a lot of people are expecting this thing to hit maybe even around 150 million opening weekend, which would be crazy for a movie like this. But hey, everybody loves Beauty and the Beast. I don't know if I'm going to see this movie. I really have no want to see this movie. It's just not my thing. But I know my wife wants to see it, and I think my daughter wants to see it. So if they go, I'm sure I'm going to get dragged to it. So I'll let you know how that turns out on the next episode. Craig T. Nelson joins the Diablo Cody pen pilot called Raised by Wolves. It'll be coming out soon. Todd McFarlane calls his Spawn reboot dark and nasty. And he's comparing it to Logan and Deadpool. Of course he is. Now, don't get your hopes up there. Todd McFarlane's been talking about a Spawn reboot for about 15 years. So, when the hell is he going to stop talking about it and just do the damn thing? I don't know. Stephen Lang has joined Peter Jackson's new movie Mortal Engines that he's producing. The Modasian Cybermen return in Doctor Who's new season, whatever that means, because I don't watch that stuff. Overboard remake. Yes, they are remaking Overboard, and it's set to star Anna Faris and Eugenio Derbez. A remake of the 1987 film Overboard that starred Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. Little gender swap in here too, from what I understand. Okay, I don't know if we need it, but there you go. We got the second brand new trailer for All Eyes on Me, the Tupac movie. And once again, if you're looking to watch any of these trailers, all the latest trailers are on our website at amiontheair.com. Just click on the trailers tab and watch them all in one nice place that I collect them and put them there for you guys to not have to go searching around everywhere. But of course, they're on our Facebook, they're on our Twitter, and they're on our webpage, amiontheair.com. I started doing a little unboxing thing. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have saw our first little live unboxing video that we did. Now, you only get a minute to record on Instagram, so I had to do it real quick. But I'm a subscriber to DC's Legion of Collectors, as well as Marvel's box. So every month I get a box, whether it be Marvel or DC, and I decided I'm going to start doing little unboxings for, on Instagram. Why not? It's not worth the time to really waste on YouTube, but, if you follow us on Instagram, it's a cool little 1-minute video to slap together and let you see what comes in the box. So you can check out our March unboxing for the DC Legion of Collectors. Check out what came out in this box for DC and Funko. Actually, this box's theme was all Superman, so check it out to see what I got. Pretty cool. Just search Am I on the Air, you'll find us there on Instagram. We have the first official trailer for Gerard Butler's new Storm movie, Geostorm. Yes, Geostorm is something that he's been working on for like the last 2 years, and they finally released a little teaser trailer for it, so check that out. We found out, we also got the autopsy report for George Michael, which says that he actually just died of natural causes. How nice, right? It's nice to hear somebody just actually died of natural causes and nothing too crazy on top of it. So, George, we miss you. Hope you're doing well in heaven. Tracy Morgan and Luke Wilson are going to be starring in a new road comedy called, and I'm not lying about this, the movie's going to be called Shitheads. Yep, Shitheads. So yeah, Tracy Morgan, Luke Wilson, let's do it. Why not, right? Uma Thurman has joined Lars von Trier's new movie House That Jack Built. Stephen King says he's seen a cut of the new It movie and says that they've done a wonderful job. Now, I also heard a rumor actually earlier today that the first trailer was screened for a selective audience at a film festival, and they said the audience freaked the hell out and loved it, said it was super scary. So, cool. Let's do it, man. I can't wait to see some more from It. The new Star Trek show, Star Trek Discovery, that's coming out on CBS All Access, their on-demand channel, has just casted Jason Isaacs as the new captain. He's going to be playing Captain Lorca, who is going to be the captain of the Starship Discovery. So pretty cool there. We just recently saw him in Netflix's The OA, and once you see his face, you'll be like, oh, that guy. So good to see him be the new captain of the long-delayed Star Trek Discovery. And pretty cool news, I like the show Powerless, the new NBC show that takes place in the DC universe. It's very slapstick comedy. The first couple episodes were very blah and almost really weak to where I was like, ooh, do I even want to keep up on this show? But I'll tell you what, after like episode 3 or 4, they seem to have found their footing, and the show's actually becoming pretty damn funny. So I'm really enjoying Powerless. And they just announced that Adam West, just your original Batman, is going to guest star in an upcoming episode of Powerless. So that's pretty cool there. Spike Lee's Rodney King film is going to be heading straight to Netflix. Netflix has bought the rights to that, so pretty cool there. Longmire's Mary Wiseman has joined Star Trek Discovery as well as a Starfleet Academy cadet in her final year of study. The makers of the latest Uncharted game say don't expect another Uncharted game after The Lost Legacy, that they're not going to do another one, so that's pretty interesting there. The Damien Chazelle, of course, Academy Award winning director of La La Land, he just finished up his Neil Armstrong biopic film starring Ryan Gosling, and the film is set for an October 2018 release date. So pretty cool there. I think the movie might be titled First Man, so look for that next year. Dolph Lundgren says that he's going to be returning to both Arrow and The Expendables very soon, so pretty cool there. Jason Momoa is set to star in the video game movie Just Cause, and is going to be directed by Brad Payton. Pretty cool here, man. I like it. I'm a little bummed that it's not The Rock, because Brad Payton seems to be doing everything with The Rock lately. They did San Andreas, they're doing Rampage, and now we're going to get a Just Cause movie. I wonder if Jason Momoa is going to cut his hair short, because the Just Cause character does not have long hair, but who knows? They could always make changes. But I like this. Just Cause is a really fun, kind of like a Grand Theft Auto video game that's set in an open world that's just balls to the wall crazy. So it's just going to be this big action movie. I know video game movies suck, but Just Cause has got the kind of concept and opportunity to just be something kind of fun and good. So we'll have to wait and see, but yes, they are making a Just Cause movie starring Jason Momoa and directed by Brad Payton. Very, very cool. The new show Riverdale over on the CW has scored an early season 2 renewal, so that's pretty awesome. I actually just started getting into this. I'm about 4 or 5 episodes in right now, and it's actually pretty decent. So good to see Riverdale picked up. Eva Green may be reteaming with Tim Burton for Disney's live-action Dumbo movie, so that's pretty cool. I love Eva Green in anything. Jessica Henwick from the upcoming Iron Fist and Silicon Valley's TJ Miller have just joined Kristen Stewart in the new Fox film Underwater, which is the new action thriller that's going to be coming out. Actually, I think we just talked about that in last episode, so good to see them adding some more to the cast there. Kobe Bell is joining Fox's X-Men pilot with Stephen Moyer and Amy Acker, so they're continuing to add to the cast here, which is pretty cool. Producer Simon Kinberg teases that we're probably going to see X-Force as an R-rated movie when it drops. He says, this one takes place in more of the Deadpool universe, and Deadpool will be a part of it, and therefore X-Force will probably be R, and that the regular X-Men movies will continue to just be PG-13. So, glad to see them open to it. He came out straight up in this article saying, hey, Deadpool and Logan have proved to us and the studio that we can take some chances. So, yeah, so you can expect a rated R X-Force as they are writing that movie right now, and I'm sure they're going to do it up pretty nice. Dakota Johnson is set to headline the 1920s courtroom drama titled Unfit, based on the 1927 Supreme Court case about sterilization. Okay. Let's see here. I was pretty bummed about this news, but Bad Boys 3 has just lost Joe Carnahan as the director. Pretty damn bummed about this. I was really excited to see what Joe Carnahan was going to do with Bad Boys 3. He wrote the script. He's been attached to this movie for the last couple years of his life. But now he's citing scheduling conflicts, and I know he's going to be doing the Raid remake, and he's, rewrote the Uncharted movie, and he's writing X-Force right now, and the dude is super busy. He's been signing on to a lot of projects, but damn, man, that sucks. So now Bad Boys 3 is going to get pushed back once again. It is slated right now for a November 2018 release date, and it might still make that, but they would need to get another director on ASAP. So we'll see. I don't know how that's going to all pan out, but I'm very sad about that. The only thing that'll make me happier is if they bring back Mr. Michael Bay. Yep, Michael Bay directed the first 2 Bad Boys movies, and I love them, especially Bad Boys 2. So if we need a new director for Bad Boys for life, call up Mr. Bay. You know, he's done with that Transformers movie. Maybe we can get him to come make a pit stop with the Bad Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? What you gonna do when they come for you? Now I got that shit stuck in my head. All right, Michael Bay, give me a call. We got the Honest trailer for Moana. Check that one out if you're interested. Pretty funny there. Sources say Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner have called off their divorce. That's pretty awesome. Happy to see that and hear that. I'm sure there's a lot going on right now, and I'm not going to get too much into the details of it, but word just came out yesterday that Ben Affleck, I mean, he actually did the news himself, that he actually just got out of getting help for alcoholism, which is very, very serious, and he knew he had a problem, and he went and seeked help. And you know, and hearing the stuff with Jen and all this kind of things, it makes me feel like obviously the alcohol was making him, you know, whether it be mean or just hard to be around. That's probably what started the divorce. And then he went and sought help. He wanted to be a better dad for his kids. He wanted to be a better actor and director. He wanted to, you know, fix his life. And he went and got help, and he feels better now. And now, you know, their divorce is called off. They're co-parenting again, and they're taking things slow. They're not technically back together, but at least they're heading in the right direction. So I'm glad Ben has gotten the help that he's needed. Hopefully this helps clear up maybe some of the rumors about the whole Batman fiasco. You know, who knows what this guy was dealing with in his, you know, real life. So that's all I want to say on it. I don't want to drag it down. It's a very serious thing. Definitely read the post that Ben Affleck put out on Facebook if you're interested to get the full story. When Nashville returns this summer, there's going to be a 3-month time jump over on Nashville. James Mangold updates that the Logan black and white version might be on the Blu-ray as a special feature. We finally got a couple days ago the first look at Thor Ragnarok. This is something that I feel like I'm like waiting every day. Like, when are we going to get a trailer for Thor? When are we going to hear anything about Thor? And we finally got it. Entertainment Weekly did a big magazine on it. Put him on the cover, and he looks awesome. And he's got short hair, and everybody freaked the hell out. Why does Thor have short hair? This is crazy. But we get to see Cate Blanchett as Hela on there, and we see Valkyrie played by Tessa Thompson. I gotta say, man, not that Cate Blanchett's an ugly woman by no stretch of the imagination. She's hot, but seeing her as Hela with the black hair, she is smoking right now. But it's cool to see the first look at it. We see Thor with no hammer. He's got swords. He's got short hair. All the pictures are very colorful and light. And they're saying, you know, we're going to get this very different kind of take on Thor in this new movie. It does pick up after the last film, but they're definitely heading in a completely different cosmic direction. And it's pretty awesome. We got some bunch of pictures posted just of Thor, of Loki, just of the sets. It looks awesome. Definitely check out this whole kind of spread that we did. Now, supposedly, the whole reason with the short hair, and this goes along with him meeting up with Hulk, you know that they're kind of incorporating the Planet Hulk storyline. Thor is going to get banished to this planet where he loses his hammer by Hela, and they send him to this like gladiator planet where he ends up having to fight the Hulk, and they shave his head, you know, during this battle. So yeah, so it makes sense why he's got short hair. He's not gonna have short hair the entire movie, but you know, that's why. I just wanted to clear that up. I know it's a lot of time to spend on Thor's haircut, but there is an uproar over the internet right now that Thor's hair is short and they don't like it. But I think it looks cool. It's nice to see a different take on Thor. I'm sure his long locks will probably be back for Infinity War. We have your first trailer for Naked, which is a new Netflix movie coming out starring Marlon Wayans, which sounds really weird and looks really weird. Yeah. We have the first Red Band trailer for Scarlett Johansson's new comedy Rough Night, which looks pretty damn funny, actually, and it reminded me a lot of the old school comedy Very Bad Things that came out in the 90s, where it was the guys on their bachelor party and they get the stripper and they end up accidentally killing her and then having to ditch the body and get away with it. Kind of the same premise here. It's a bachelor party, they get a male stripper, they kill the male stripper, and then how do they get away with it? So kind of the same premise. It immediately reminded me of Very Bad Things, which I think is one I love that movie. But yeah, it looks pretty funny. It's a good girl group that they kind of put together, and definitely check out that trailer if you're interested there. Tom Hardy's show Taboo over on FX has been officially picked up for a second season. So there you go. I've heard good things about it. I didn't watch it though. But yeah, Taboo is coming back for a second season. Hugh Jackman and Noomi Rapace are in talks to headline Michael Mann's new film, which will be the Enzo Ferrari biopic film. Once again, I love Hugh Jackman. I'll take him in anything, and Noomi Rapace is very good in anything she's in as well. So, yeah, Michael Mann movie, Ferrari biopic, let's do it. The TV show Billions over on the Showtime channel has been renewed for a third season. So, hells yeah. I like Billions. I think this is a great show. We're barely into season 2, but man, it must be killing if they're already signing it up for a third season. So that's awesome. Congratulations there. Star Wars Celebration is skipping 2018 and will return in 2019. So there you go. Samuel L. Jackson has joined Sebastian Stan in the new movie The Last Full Measure. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. What the hell just happened here? There's a new horror thriller going to be called Polaroid, and it begins production for Dimension Films, which will basically be about a haunted Polaroid camera that every time it takes your picture, you're basically haunted. I don't know. Sounds really weird. But they'll do anything for a horror movie these days. I don't know, man. There is a El Chapo movie in development over at Sony Pictures. No other news other than that. A Syrian refugee film from Steven Spielberg and J.J. Abrams. They're going to be producing a film about the real-life story of Syrian refugee Doa al-Zamel. We have Everything Wrong with Cabin in the Woods, along with Everything Wrong with Blade 2 in 12 minutes or less. We have the brand new second trailer for The Fate of the Furious, which looks so badass. Now, they do show a lot in this trailer, so if you're one of those people that's like, I don't like them to show me a lot of stuff in the trailer, you might not want to watch this one. I don't mind it because I love trailers and I love to see footage, but I still can understand when sometimes they might show too much, and I feel like they pretty much show this whole damn movie in this trailer. It is like a 3-minute trailer, which is pretty long, longer than average, and you do see a lot of stuff in here. So, but it's a great trailer. So, Fate of the Furious trailer number 2, check that out. The movie comes out next month. I'm so excited. Shannon Purser, who played Barb on Stranger Things, she's been cast in the new NBC pilot Drama High, which is also going to be with Moana. Let's see here. We posted up the official theatrical version of the Deadpool 2 spot that played before Logan, so you can check that out if you're interested. We even put it on our website on the trailer page, even though it's not really a trailer. We put it up there so people can check it out. Matt Damon on Jason Bourne's future. He said, quote, maybe people are done with the character. Yeah, it's looking that way, Mr. Bourne. That last movie was not so hot. But, yeah, it doesn't sound like they're in a rush to move this thing forward. Check out the new trailer for TV Land's new show, Nobodies, which is produced by Melissa McCarthy. You can check that out. Green Lantern and Green Arrow have been confirmed for the Injustice 2 video game. Fox has ordered a new live trial series called You the Jury, which audience will decide the verdict of civil cases. Wow. This is what we've come to, right? This is real life reality right here. We're going to be judging people's court cases now? After this commercial break, we'll see if he's guilty. It just seems really weird to me. Kerry Washington, Nathan Fillion, and Leah Delaria have joined the voice cast of Cars 3. We have a bunch of news about Fate of the Furious that you can read. It's a lot of spoilery kind of stuff, so I'm not going to read it to you, but we do have articles up giving you some more details on the Fate of the Furious. Same thing about the story behind Goldar's new look in the new Power Rangers movie. You can check that out if you're interested. The TV show Baskets over on FX will return for a third season, so nice new green light there for Zach Galifianakis' show Baskets over on FX. Danny DeVito will be reteaming with Tim Burton on the live-action Dumbo film, so nice little move there. We have the first images from the Telltale Games new version of Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's pretty cool. Check that out. We have Game of Thrones news. Season 7 premiere date is finally revealed, and we found out that it comes out July 16th. So that is when you can watch Season 7, July 16th. Sean Astin is set to play Theodore Roosevelt in TNT Drama's new show, The Alienist. We finally found out who's going to be Domino in Deadpool 2. It's going to be played by Zazie Beetz, who is from the TV show Atlanta. I don't like it. I try to be very positive with casting news, and I'm sure she's probably going to be awesome. Because I know Ryan Reynolds has casting power. And if he casted her, I'm sure she's going to be great. But listen, and I don't watch Atlanta, so I don't know. I'm going off literally pictures. She's just not Domino to me. At all. And before anybody says, oh, are you being racist because she's black? No, I'm not. Because the rumor a couple weeks ago was that Kerry Washington was in the running for it. I would have loved to have seen Kerry Washington as Domino. There was even a rumor a week ago that Janelle Monáe from Hidden Figures was in the running for it. I would have been totally cool with that as well. Zazie Beetz. No disrespect to her, because like I said, I don't know her, but she just does not fit Domino to me. I'm sorry. But once again, I will reserve my judgment as much as I can and hope that when I see the trailer for this movie and she comes out in the outfit with the face paint kinda and she delivers some witty dialogue, then I might say, alright, that was a pretty cool casting. But for right now, I'm a little disappointed. Moving on, Jay Roach is set to direct HBO's miniseries about the 2016 presidential election, because of course, what we need is more fucking news on the presidential election. I don't care. Everybody needs to stop trying to make it topical. The movie Hannah, that came out several years ago with Saoirse Ronan, which was a really cool movie. I loved Hannah. It's being adapted into a TV series. It could be pretty damn cool, especially if it's on Netflix. But we don't know much else about it. Wreck-It Ralph 2. I'm gonna wreck it! Wreck-It Ralph 2 is scheduled to be released in 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. March 9th, 2018. Let's do it, man. I'm gonna wreck it. James Bond writers Neil Purvis and Robert Wade are set to return for the 25th James Bond movie. You know who's not set to return? Daniel Craig, who's still not sure what he's doing. Nashville has casted Rachel Bilson as a new series regular. I do like her. Yum, yum, yum. Josh Radder from How I Met Your Mother has also joined the new NBC pilot for Drama High, along with Moana and Barb from Stranger Things. Let's see here. Moana, make way, make way. Oh, we got a special trailer that dropped right before the weekend for Atomic Blonde, and it was a red band trailer. Atomic Blonde is the new action movie starring Charlize Theron, directed by the John Wick director who is about to direct Deadpool 2. This movie looks so badass, and it looks like a female John Wick movie. Just take out Keanu Reeves and plug in Charlize Theron, and you got Atomic Blonde. It looks so good. I was glad they released a red band trailer first, because you get a sense of the action, of the sex, of all kinds of stuff. You got the chick from Kingsman and the Mummy in there. You have James McAvoy in there. It looks so good. I cannot wait for Atomic Blonde. This is one of those movies that just like came out of nowhere, and I'm so stoked. Guess what? Avatar 2 is not happening next year as planned. Ugh. James Cameron says that a 2018 release date for Avatar 2 just will not happen. He says, please give us a break. He's like, we're not just making Avatar 2, we're making Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's taking time to put it all together. But he says, hey, they're moving full speed ahead. He just doesn't think the film will be ready to go by 2018. So it looks like 2019 is when we'll finally get Avatar 2, although they haven't released a replacement date for it yet. But he says they're pretty much ready to film this summer, so I can't see it being pushed back much more than what it already has. Which is just pretty sad, because if it comes out in 2019, that means it's been 10 years since the first Avatar movie. 10 years. It's a long time to wait for a sequel, man. But you know what? He's going to blast us with Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 basically back to back once 2019 hits. So get ready to go back to Pandora with the Na'vi. Terry Gilliam's new movie, The Man Who Killed Don Quixote, is now in production. It is now currently filming. So this is a movie he's been talking about for years. It's finally going on. Terry Notary, who is a motion capture actor, he did actually Kong in Kong Skull Island. He did one of the apes in the Planet of the Apes movies. He has revealed that he is going to be in Avengers Infinity War, and supposedly he's going to be playing Thanos' right-hand man, as his number one henchman. So we don't know who it is, but that'll be him in the motion capture. The Eugene Levy show Schitt's Creek has been picked up for a 4th season. Who watches this show? I don't know anyone that's ever talked about Schitt's Creek, but this show continues to get renewed. AMC has set the premiere date for Preacher Season 2. All new episodes will be hitting in June. Legendary Pictures has created a writer's room for Godzilla vs. King Kong to get their story together. We got the brand new Wonder Woman poster, which looks so beautiful. I love this poster. We put it up on Facebook. We put it up on our Instagram. Check out this poster. It's gorgeous. Mr. Robot Season 3 has been pushed from this summer to October of this year and has just added Bobby Cannavale to the cast. So great casting there. The pushback is fine with me because I still haven't even finished Season 2, so it gives me more time to get that knocked out. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost are getting the band back together for a new project. We don't know what it is, but they're doing something new. The show The 100 has officially been renewed for Season 5 over on the CW. Thor Ragnarok director discusses that the new film is basically like Big Trouble in Little China. So take that for what it is. But he says he actually used that in his pitch when he met with Kevin Feige. So we told you before that Sylvester Stallone is getting ready to do Escape Plan 2. Well, they've just added Mr. Dave Bautista to co-star in the movie along with him. We still don't know about Arnold Schwarzenegger, but hey, Dave Bautista, great addition. Of course, Dave is Drax in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Love to see that when he just keeps getting added to all these pictures. So, awesome news here. Dave Bautista joining Escape Plan 2. That new show Feud, Betty and Joan, is the biggest FX premiere since the People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. So Feud doing really, really well. I think it looks stupid. I don't want nothing to do with it, but hey, everybody seems to be liking it, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Once Upon a Time stars are all in negotiations for a potential season 7. They didn't think it was going to go that far, but now it looks like they might. The Alien franchise could have 3 more films. Yes, Ridley Scott says that Alien Covenant will not be the last of the franchise's resurrection, as he has 3 more movies planned that will eventually connect back to the original Alien movie. Whew, that's a lot. That is a lot. The new TV show Training Day, which unfortunately stars the late Bill Paxton, is being moved. It currently, I think, airs on Thursdays. It's being moved to Saturday nights to make room for Survivor returning. I don't think the show's going to last, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens with it on Saturdays. Ridley Scott says that he knows how to bring Maximus back and that he's been thinking about maybe doing that Gladiator sequel. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. The new Fox X-Men series has officially been titled Gifted. Now, even though they told us that, all of a sudden now there's a little bit of rumors going around saying that Gifted is not the official title. It's the title that they're using during production, and that it may change. So we'll see. Could stick. It may not. But yeah, X-Men producer Lauren Schiller Donner, along with Bryan Singer, and everybody that's been involved with the X-Men universe. Because remember, this TV series is supposed to be a little bit more connected to the films. Is coming out soon with the Mutants on the Run kind of thing. But yeah, for right now, it's being called Gifted. Jamie King and 50 Cent will join Escape Plan 2 as well. We have the brand new Wonder Woman trailer. Yes, this dropped over the weekend. The trailer is actually called Origin. And it's a great trailer, man. I'm looking so forward to Wonder Woman. It comes out in June, the latest movie in the DC Cinematic Extended Universe. I'm stoked. I just think this is a great trailer. It looks like a fun movie. It looks like the Wonder Woman movie that we've been waiting for, and definitely check out this trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Moving along, we also have the first trailer for Baby Driver, which is the new Edgar Wright movie, so check that one out if you're interested. We have a TV spot for Transformers The Last Night, which is pretty cool, and the only reason I even posted it is because it has Dinobots in it, and you can check that out. King Kong, of course, Kong Skull Island, it opened up this past weekend, and it is king at the global box office, bringing in $142.6 million at the worldwide box office. Number 1 everywhere. Tyra Banks is officially set to replace Nick Cannon as the host of America's Got Talent. We reported a couple episodes ago that Nick Cannon has quit America's Got Talent, and Tyra Banks has stepped on in, so pretty cool replacement there. Let's see. We have the new trailer for Smurfs, The Lost Village. The final season of Game of Thrones has been confirmed to be 6 episodes. Yep, that's it. Final season, 6 episodes confirmed. No more speculation on that. Brianna Hildebrand teases that we're going to see a cooler Negasonic Teenage Warhead in Deadpool 2, so that's awesome. We have the brand new trailer for Free Fire, which is the new Brie Larson action comedy. Check that out, which I hear is incredible. That is like 90 minutes of just a shootout in a warehouse. Insane. Netflix has renewed a series of unfortunate events for a second season. Congratulations, Lemony Snicket. Susan Sarandon has joined Ray Donovan for season 5. That's awesome right there. I love Ray Donovan, and Susan Sarandon is a great addition. The MTV Movie Awards are being reinvented as the MTV Movie and TV Awards. Yes, they'll be including TV stuff in there now. Ridley Scott says that he wants Natalie Portman to star in his new upcoming kidnapping drama that he's going to be doing. No word yet if she's interested, but that's who he wants. Speaking of Dave Bautista from earlier, he's got a new fantasy action movie coming out called Warriors Gate, and we have the first trailer for that you can check out. Director Fede Alvarez, who just brought us Don't Breathe last summer, is set officially, now we talked about this months ago, but now he's officially signed the contract to direct the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo reboot for Sony Pictures. He's going to be adapting the book The Girl in the Spider's Web, which is actually the new book that just came out like a year or two ago. So, and he's also confirmed that he will be recasting all of the main characters. So nobody from the David Fincher movie is going to be coming back in this one. It's official. I didn't think that this was going to happen. I'm a little sad that it did. And this is coming from a fan. CBS has officially given a series order to the Big Bang Theory spinoff, Young Sheldon. Yes, Young Sheldon. It's official. Jim Parsons will executive produce, and he will also narrate the spinoff about Sheldon's younger years. I'm a big fan of the Big Bang Theory. I'm a big fan of Sheldon. Do I need to see him at like 8 years old? I don't think so. They need to stop with these spinoffs. It's just not needed. But you're getting it because they've already ordered it to series even without seeing a pilot. Going back to rumor mill time, the rumor going around right now is that Warner Brothers is looking to get Matthew Vaughn to direct Man of Steel 2. This is awesome. Now, typically, I'd be a little upset that Zack Snyder's not coming back. I don't even know if they've asked Zack Snyder. You know, Zack did Man of Steel, which I think is one of the greatest movies, comic book movies. I think he just killed it with Man of Steel. It was an awesome start to the DC cinematic universe. And I normally would be pissed that it's not Zack coming back. But you know what? Zack did... he did Batman v Superman. He did Justice League. He's gotten his so-called sequels that include Superman. So now we want to open it up and give some other people a chance. And Matthew Vaughn is a hell of a chance. This dude did Kick-Ass. He did Kingsman. He did X-Men First Class. He can take a franchise and do some pretty cool stuff with it. And I would love to see if he would do Man of Steel 2. Now, supposedly this hasn't reached like a negotiations like spot yet. They're just talking. Kind of like how Mel Gibson said they were on a first date about Suicide Squad 2. Well, now they're talking about Man of Steel 2. So we'll see what happens with that. Going back to that Young Sheldon show, it not only got a full season order, but Jon Favreau himself is going to direct the pilot. Ooh, that's crazy. Rumor mill also has it that Yoda may be returning for future Star Wars movies. He may even be in Episode 8. Oh, Episode 8 it is. Am I in? The Girl with Dragon Tattoo sequel is going to be hitting theaters on October 2018. Common is set to star in a new revenge action thriller called Quick Draw. Let's see here. Looming Tower is a new show coming to Hulu. It's a new drama series. And Jeff Daniels is set to star in the new drama series, The Looming Tower, based on Lawrence Wright's Pulitzer Prize-winning play. Kong Skull Island director wants to do a spin-off with John C. Reilly's character. Okay, cool. I guess. Let's do it. Why not? Damien Chazelle's pre-La La Land script has been picked up. It's for a movie called The Claim. I don't think that Chazelle's going to have anything to do with it. He wrote the script, turned it in. It goes into a thing called The Blacklist, which then people can pick up an option to turn into movies. And, of course, people are trying to grab anything this guy does since he did Whiplash and La La Land. So now they want to take this script for The Claim and make it. So there you go. We have the official season 10 trailer number 2 for the new Doctor Who season. We have everything wrong with Beauty and the Beast, of course, along with the honest trailer for Beauty and the Beast, because guess what? Beauty and the Beast comes out on Friday. We also have the Despicable Me 3 trailer number 2. We have a Red Band trailer for the new movie Life that comes out in a couple weeks. So check that out. Looks pretty good. Benedict Cumberbatch is set to play a man with a rare condition that has kept him alive for centuries. The film will be called How to Stop Time. Edward James Olmos confirms that he is returning for Blade Runner 2049. He'll reprise his role of Gaff from the original film. The Big Hero 6 cartoon series has already been renewed for a second season over on Disney XD. Kevin Feige confirmed, people are still asking, where's Natalie Portman in Thor Ragnarok? Where's Jane Foster? Well, they confirmed they broke up. Thor and Jane broke up, and that's why she's not around in Thor Ragnarok. So there you go. Nothing else much more to it. They just called it quits in the MCU. So there you go. Ballers, of course, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's show, and Insecure will both be returning to HBO in July. The Power Rangers director has confirmed that there will be an after-credit scene, so make sure you stay through the credits for Power Rangers. Supposedly this one will be like a mid-credit scene, so you don't have to stay all the way to the end. It should happen midway through. Maybe Tommy? I don't know. I think it's Green Ranger time. Congratulations to Jordan Peele, who was the first black director to have a feature film debut reach over $100 million at the box office. That is awesome. Remember, Get Out was made for $4 million, and it's made over $100 million just in the U.S. That is so crazy. Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman are supposedly being eyed to play Lisbeth Salander in The New Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, so we'll see what ends up happening with that. Jane Lynch joins the new NBC pilot Relatively Happy from Will and Grace co-creator. The director J.D. Dillard from the new movie Slight is in talks to write and direct a remake of The Fly. Yes, Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. I love The Fly. That would be really, really cool. We have new details on Marvel's new series Cloak and Dagger, which will be on the Freeform Network. Check out the article if you want to know some more. Netflix has plans to finish Orson Welles' final film. Netflix has announced that they will finance and complete the iconic director Orson Welles' final film, the unfinished Other Side of the Wind. Supposedly, Warner Brothers is looking to possibly do a Matrix reboot, and that's in the works over at Warner Brothers. Do we need a Matrix reboot? I mean, I'd be kind of interested to see something new that they do, but I think it's still too soon to do a reboot. I like the idea of them going back to do a number 4 with the original crew if they got a great story down, but a reboot, We have the first official teaser trailer for Disney and Pixar's new film Coco. You can check that out. Heath Ledger will be the subject of a new documentary that will be coming to Spike TV later on this year. The Batman. Yes, the Batman news. Once again, unfortunately, it looks like the release date and the filming will likely be pushed back. The reason for this is that the recently hired director Matt Reeves is under contract to Fox through July of this year, I believe, to finish up his prep on the new War for the Planet of the Apes movie. He needs to be available for all the marketing, for all the interviews when the movie comes out. So supposedly he's under full contract with them until the summertime. That's not to say that he can't do some work on the Batman, but with that in mind, it looks like he could not even start filming the movie until August at the earliest, which they wanted to be filming already. And now some people are saying that they might even not start filming now until 2018. So that's a kicker there, but we'll see what happens when we get more word. But that is the idea coming out right now on that one. Bummer. It really is. A&E has renewed Leah Remini's Scientology series for a second season. We have a bunch of new Power Rangers clips that you can check out featuring Alpha 5, the Zords, and a whole bunch more. We have the new trailer for Megan Levy, starring Kate Mara. It's a new war drama. Disney Junior has renewed Mickey and the Roadster Racers and the Lion Guard for new seasons. My daughter, who's 3, will be absolutely in love with this news because she loves Mickey and the Roadster Racers. I'm like, where the hell did this show come from? But man, she is obsessed with this show right now. We have the new trailer for Voice from the Stone, starring Emilia Clarke, that you can check out. Aziz Ansari's show, Master of None, will officially be returning to Netflix on May 12th. And you can even watch the teaser trailer on our Twitter page. I'm excited for this. I love Aziz Ansari, and I loved Master of None. I thought it was a great season. I've been patiently waiting for season 2, so I'm glad to hear I finally get it on May 12th. Legion. Yes, Legion has been renewed for a second season as well, so that's awesome. Over on FX, the new X-Men series based on Charles Xavier's son, Legion will be coming back for season 2. You know what else is coming back for season 2? That's The Good Fight. Yes, The Good Fight will be returning for a second season over on CBS. Also, coming back for a second season is HBO's new show, Crashing. I started watching this. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's pretty good. It's a little half-hour show with Pete Holmes and a lot of other stand-up comedians pop up. Pretty decent. Not too bad. So Crashing will be back for a second season on HBO. A new screenwriter has been hired to write the Suicide Squad sequel. It looks like it's going to be Adam Kozad, who wrote Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit and The Legend of Tarzan. That does not get me too excited for what this guy's going to bring to the table for Suicide Squad 2, but he must have had a decent pitch to get the job. Yeah. SNL star Kate McKinnon will voice 3 different characters in the new animated movie Leap. You know what the time it is? It's time for Rock Rolls! Yes, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's got another movie lined up, and it's his action picture, Skyscraper. Skyscraper's officially been dated for summer of 2018. The Rock announced today he's going to start filming in August. This is, they're going to film in China that takes place in the biggest skyscraper in the world, which basically gets caught on fire, and he is a disabled military vet who finds out that his wife and his kid are trapped pretty much at the top floor of this skyscraper, and he's going to go try to save them. This sounds like it could be a sequel to San Andreas, but it's not. But hey, man, an action movie like this, The Rock is going to kill it. Skyscraper, coming summer 2018. We have more plot details and all kinds of stuff for this. An article we just posted earlier today that you can check out to see the full details about Skyscraper and The Rock. Emily Blunt and her real-life husband, John Krasinski, are going to be teaming on a new thriller called A Quiet Place. So that should be pretty cool. James Gunn confirmed today that, yes, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 will happen. He says, Marvel hasn't officially announced it yet, but he's already had talks. It is happening at some point here soon. He says he's not sure, though, he'll be back 100%. He says it's all going to be on timing. Does he want to, devote all of, 3 years of his life to writing, directing, producing, the whole 9 from start to finish? He says, he's not sure if he maybe wants to do another project or not. He's going to have to wait and see. So we'll see what happens with James Gunn, but we at least have confirmation that they are planning to do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Firestorm is another character that's just been officially entered in the Injustice game. They're slowly announcing all these characters for the new sequel game that comes out May 16th, and we'll finally get Firestorm. So I'm loving the roster they're putting together for this game. It looks awesome. Israel Broussard has joined the new movie Extinction. He'll be joining Michael Pena and Lizzie Kaplan in the upcoming film. Don't hold your breath for a sequel to Sausage Party. Yeah, Seth Rogen says they're not really looking to do it anymore. They were, and now he says we kind of want to do something fresh and new. So I guess we're not going to get it. Emmy Rossum is joining Liam Neeson in the new revenge thriller Hard Powder. That's great. She's really good, so that's a great addition there to that movie. And that, my friends, is the end of the news. Yes, we made it. We made it. Thank you so much. As we made it, and we right at that hour mark, man. I swear, we always hit right at the hour mark, and I don't even try on purpose. So here's our release dates and everything, getting ready for the rest of the week, our box office, and we'll wrap this baby up. Out on DVD and Blu-ray right now this week: Passengers, Fences, Solace, and Elle. I will say I just watched Passengers. It's one that I did end up missing in the theater, so I got my hands on a copy and I watched it. Pretty good. It was better than I thought it would be. Now, I will add the caveat that I'll probably never watch this film again. I think the replay value of Passengers is pretty much zero. But for a one-time through, I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I enjoyed it, so I don't know why I got so much crap. In theaters on Friday, Beauty and the Beast and The Belko Experiment. Like I said, I'm not planning to see Beauty and the Beast, but if I get dragged this weekend, we'll talk about it. I do, however, plan to see The Belko Experiment. I'm looking very forward to this film. I might actually go see it tomorrow night on the Thursday night pre-screens. So, working those details, but definitely plan to have a review for The Belko Experiment for you guys. And here's your weekend box office. Coming in at number 10 is La La Land with 1.8 mil. Number 9 is the Met Opera La Traviata with 1.8 million. Number 8 is John Wick Chapter 2 with 2.7 million. Number 7 is Hidden Figures with 2.8 mil. Number 6 is Before I Fall with 3.1 mil. Number 5 is the Lego Batman movie with 7.8 million. Number 4 is The Shack with 10.1 mil. Number 3, holding it strong at number 3, Get Out with 21.1 million. This movie continues to only drop like 20% from week to week. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, this movie made like 35 million first week out, and then it made like 27, and then it made 22. Like, it's barely dropping. I can't believe how much money this thing's made. Congratulations, Jordan Peele was so amazing. Our previous week's number 1, Logan, drops to number 2, but also brings in another nice $37.9 million. Logan looking very nice on the financial side. And your number 1 movie, no shock here, we talked about it earlier, Kong, Skull Island, bringing in $61 million here in the U.S., another 81.6 internationally for a very nice opening weekend. Now, this is better than expectations. They were tracking this movie to open about 50 mil, and that's all the studio was looking for. It was like, hey, give us around that 50 million mark, we'll be happy. And it brought in 61, so they're really happy with that. There were some people going around saying that they were actually disappointed. No, they're happy with it because it's higher than they expected. Anytime you come out higher than what they tracked, they're happy with it. So there you go, guys. There's your box office. There's your release dates. Everything going down. And that'll do it for us here on this Wednesday, March the 15th. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. I don't know when the next show will be, to be honest. I don't think I'll do one on Sunday because I am actually heading out of town on Monday. I will be going out of town for work for several days. And I'm going to be very, very busy, and I got a lot to do. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do a show, which is fine because I'm putting this one out now on Wednesday. It's not going to be enough to do a show by Sunday. But I'm going to be gone all week, and then it's my birthday, and lots of stuff going on. So I'm going to try to squeeze one in as soon as I can. So just keep your eyes out on the Twitter and the Facebook and everything, and we'll let you know when the next episode drops. So keep your eyes open there. So once again, that'll do it for us. Make sure you bookmark our official webpage, amiontheair.com. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair, where you can get all these articles with all the more detail to everything we've talked about tonight. Facebook.com/Am I on the Air. Of course, you can follow us on Twitter at Am I on the Air. Twitter is your best spot, man. If you do Twitter and you're not following us, you need to, because you'll get all the breaking news as soon as it happens, trailers, everything. Follow us on Twitter, Am I on the Air. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want directly. My name is at DXDonMega for show. Of course, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. We're available on Spreaker, Stitcher, Google Play Music, TuneIn. We're on all of the outlets there, so definitely look for us, subscribe to us on there. We're on Instagram, we're on Periscope, we're all over the interwebs, and we're, of course, on YouTube as well. If that's where you prefer to listen to the show, you can listen to audio versions on YouTube, youtube.com/Am I on the Air. And, of course, our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. You can follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio so you know what's going down with our show and all the other great podcasts that are on reddragonsradio.com. Whew. Alrighty. Well, I hope you all have a great night. I hope you all have a pleasant week. And we'll catch you whenever we do the next episode. So, till next time, y'all. Peace.
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.